Hello everyone, this is Flatline, and today I'm going to be doing a PvP, and spawning on the bottom right is going to be the Red Protoss TNH, and in the did I say bottom right? Yeah, bottom right, and then top mid is going to be the Blue Protoss, me, Flatline. It's going to be on the map Core Hall City. A lot of Protoss like to veto this map. I actually like this map quite a bit for Protoss. Can be sometimes annoying, especially against Zerg, but my style against PvZ actually favors this kind of map, so not particularly scared to play on this map per se. But anyways, in PvP on this map, it's a lot of foregating because of the ramp leading into your natural, which is in base, and your main, and it's pretty wide. You kind of need two force fields to be able to block that off completely, so it gets pretty dicey to go for anything besides a 4-gate. But in this video I'm going to be showing you a build that I do quite a bit now in PvP. It's pretty good on this map, and it's also pretty good on any map in general in PvP because of the metagame right now. So what you want to do is you want to use the first 2 Chronoboosts on your probes, and then from there on don't use any Chronoboost. You actually preserve it for the warp gates and a little bit more when I get later onto it. So what you want to do is get your double gas whenever you can afford them. You also want to get a 13 gateway, 9 pylon, 13 gateway. So to get these 2 assimilators, you get them at 15 supply, and then you get the pylon whenever you can afford it. It should be around 16 supply as well. Meanwhile, back over here, he's pretty much playing normal. He's actually not going to be doing the 4-gate in this game, but nevertheless, I will show you how many units you have so you can kind of get that visual of how you can actually defend against this. And once you get the Cyber Core down, you kind of just scout with this probe. Now on this map, on any 4-player map, what you want to do is just scout one of the positions, and I'm going to scout this side. And if I don't see any of his units here, I'm going to plant a pylon right here in the middle, because he's either going to be here or here. Anyways, back at my base, you're going to get a 19 gateway. Still have probes rallied over here to your minerals. And you do want to get a pylon soon. Don't forget to get that 3rd pylon. You want to Chronoboost on the Cyber. Don't really need to Chronoboost on the gateway right now. And once you have 16 probes mining minerals, you're going to get one more probe and put it in gas. And then from there on, you don't make any more probes. You're going to see I'm getting ready to put a pylon here soon. After the first Stalker, you're going to make 2 more Stalkers. And then you should be getting your gateway. And once you get the gateway, you start the Mothership Core. You're going to use 3 Chronoboosts on the Cybernetics Core. And then the last 2 will be used for the last 2 Stalkers you make. So you're going to go for that 3 Stalker opening, and then a 4th and 5th Stalker that's being Chronoboosted behind this. So I made this pylon a little bit early. You don't make the pylon until you make those 2 Stalkers. You see on 34, then you make the pylon. And you're fine. Yes, I'm supply blocked, but at the same time, I'm not trying to make a probe or anything like that. So it's okay to be supply blocked at 34. That's the reasoning behind it. I accidentally got these Chronoboosts a little bit later, so that's unfortunate for me. But I'm going to be turning these into warp gates. My 4th and 5th Stalkers are going. He's actually going for a proxy oracle, so he's getting the fastest oracle possible. So here we go. I'm going to be pushing up my 3 Stalkers. I want to see what he has. He has 2 Zealots and 2 Stalkers. This means he has a tech coming out, and I'm scared that it could be possibly DTs. I instantly throw down that robotics facility because I want to make sure I don't get killed by anything like that. He doesn't really have any kind of units over here back at his base, and this is why this is a pretty strong build. 8 Stalkers with the Mothership Core is pretty good you can use. The time warp right here is to kind of time warp these units to slow them down if you wanted to. I particularly don't really need to do that anyways. I'm already well ahead, and he was caught. I mean, his units, I mean his gateways are unpowered, so you can't really reinforce. All he can use is probes here, and he's just using the Oracle to harass over here. But I'm just gonna be pulling these probes because I already know if I kill off all these pylons, he can't really reinforce. So I'm gonna be fine. All I have to do is just clean up this Oracle. This Oracle will sooner or later run out of energy anyway, so it won't really do that much damage anyways. But yeah, so that's pretty much the game. There's also another version to this, and if you're wondering what that is, it's instead of the 8 Stalker Mothership Rush, it's actually a 7 Stalker Mothership Rush. The difference is the 7 Stalker, you kind of tech or you expand behind it. Pretty much you do the same opening, except you don't add the 3rd gateway. Instead of the 3rd gateway, you actually just keep on making probes and pylons, and then add your tech whenever you can behind it, and you just stay on 2 gateways. But beyond this, is a pretty strong build. It's really good against any kind of teching build where they're going too greedy. You saw he had like no sentries, and this map is pretty bad to play like this, where you're getting some proxy stuff. You kind of want to go for a very aggressive build, or you want to go for a way where you can force build this ramp pretty well, or maybe you make a nexus right here and photon overcharge, but I'm not sure if that's even worth it on this map. But yeah, so anyways guys, I hope you do like this, and I hope this kind of helps out your PvP a lot. It just definitely opens up a lot of doors, and I think this is a pretty quick, easy way of getting some wins in PvP in general, since a lot of people are having some troubles, especially in the macro stage of PvP, where it gets pretty confusing with that sky toss versus sky toss type of game. So anyways guys, if you haven't already, please follow me on my YouTube channel, or subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/flatlinesc2. if you do like my content. You can find some other Protoss general stuff in there as well. I'm thinking about making a video on just general tips and little tips and tricks that I use personally, that can actually help you as well. I think that will be my next video behind this, after this. But yeah, so anyways guys, also follow me on Twitter if you haven't. That's probably the fastest way. If you have any questions or anything regarding me or Protoss in general, when it comes to matchups or anything like that, or units, you can hit me up with a tweet at twitter.com/flatlinesc2. That's probably the fastest way, and I'll probably contact you whenever I can. And if you want to see more of my play in general, you can also watch my stream at twitch.tv/flatlinesc2, where you can check out my VODs of recent games that I played on the ladder and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.